This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F350 regular cab long bed, single rear wheel F350. It's actually a pretty rare truck, a long bed, single rear wheel, 1 ton. 6.0 turbo diesel, 4-wheel drive. It's an XLT, which is cloth. It's 4-wheel drive, 174,723 miles. However, the motor has about 50,000 miles on it. It was a theft recovery purchased directly out of Kansas City. It's on a salvage title because of theft, not collision. If you watch the little 3-minute animated video on this subject that's in our salvage theft ad, you'll know why. It's basically attorneys for the insurance companies want no more liability for the insurance company, so they give it a salvage title. So when we sell it to you, you kill yourself in it. You find out that Wheel Kinetics isn't rich, but Geico or Progressive or whatever is, you can't go back to them. If it was on a clear title, it would infer a little bit of warranty or guarantee, and that's why they do it. It's the lawyers. That's how you end up with a vehicle that's not wrecked with a salvage title. Anyway, we get them here. We do an inspection. In that inspection, which looks like this, there was a lot going on here. Which is good for you and bad for us. Bad for my wallet, that's for sure. That's a lot going on. First of all, you'll see in the 4x4 pictures that there's no, the bushwhacker, the fender flares aren't there. On the rear, because it's from Kansas City, on the rear wheels, right above the wheels, there was a little bit of rust coming through. So we buy those, we put them on, it looks better, and it covers up that rust that was starting there. It wasn't too bad. You might not even be able to see it in the pictures, but you would in the video and the pictures, so that's why we do that. Anyway, then we got it here, and it ran funny. It had low compression in one cylinder, so we got to use the motor for it. We were told that it was a 50,000 mile motor, and it sure looked like it. Of course, they don't come with odometers on the motors, but it sure looked like it. Was a fairly new motor. And then when we got it out, we did a bulletproof EGR cooler, Ford oil cooler, obviously new coolant, Rotella oil and filter. It got a new water pump and thermostat, new serpentine belt. Both batteries are new. The condenser was leaky, so it got a new condenser. Air filter, rear brake pads and rotors. The driver door handle and lock cylinder and ignition are new. Obviously, that was how they stole it. They broke all those. And the driver door window switch is new. So you basically have a very low mile bulletproofed 6.0 motor. So the issues associated with 6.0s, you don't have those. It's got that handled. So all you do is change the oil once in a while, and change the air filter once in a while. Like, not very often. This isn't like a Dodge. They can get pretty damn dirty. Dodges can't. You got to keep Dodge air filters clean, but this guy just changed the oil once in a while. Use an air hose on your air filter once in a while and you'll be good to go. A couple little touch-up spots here. There's this little touch-up here. The rust on it, when you're looking at the pictures, before it left Kansas City, just kind of stared right. It's like right in here, right on the very edge of the metal, and it's not terrible, but you know, we needed this truck to look really good, especially to match the motor that it's got now. So basically, you're looking at a 174,000 mile truck with a 174,000 mile truck with a 50,000 mile bulletproofed motor. That would be the Ford oil cooler is brand new, and the aftermarket bulletproof EGR cooler, which is the way to go to deal with the infamous 6.0 EGR issue. Once that's handled, you are good to go. It's a pretty good looking truck though, really. It's got some things like this, little ding here. My brother's gonna take this thing out for probably between 60 and 100 pictures. There'll be a little device in there that allow you to click on it and zoom in. So if you see anything cosmetic, there's really nothing to see, but we still want you to try to see stuff. See like where they did this, where they broke the door handle. We want you to look at the pictures and know what you're buying. Okay, that's the whole point of this whole video and all the pictures, is to make sure that, by the way, that TBC fault is trailer brake control module. It's basically, you know, those aftermarket trailer brake things that hang under your dash that people put in. It's the Ford version of that, and they're crappy. So we don't replace those. Go get an aftermarket one. They work better and they're cheaper, and you'll be good to go. I would say a good third of our vehicles had that TBC fault code from the trailer brake module. Ford stamp there. Look at that. That's beautiful. 0 blow-by, obviously, with a low-mile motor and it's bulletproof. There wouldn't be. New battery here. There's the Ford stamp there. Stickers where they belong. All these things need to be here so you know nothing's been replaced. There's a Ford stamp there and a Ford stamp there. This is a nice truck. This would be a great truck for Arizona, for the lakes. Here's your window up and down. Just got back from detail. It's soaking wet right now. Still drying out, which is going to happen pretty quickly because we are in Arizona. I like this truck because it's got a vinyl floor. It's got power windows and locks, cloth seats, but it's also got the vinyl floor, which kind of makes it stay a little bit cleaner. Even a better truck for the lakes. Drag all the mud in and just sweep it out. Hose it out. Here's your driver window, passenger window, door locks. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. What else? Oh, mirrors. Out, in, down, up, other side, out, in, up, down. Let's see. Seat forward, back, up, down. That tilt wheel, that works fine. That stuff. Then I got this for you. Now, obviously this truck shows 174,000 miles in the odometer. We know it's got a motor with a third of that. So Kelley Blue Book says that the fair purchase price would be $11,344 to $13,000. That's with the motor with that, not with an EGR bulletproof 50,000 mile motor. So put that into your thinking when you're looking at this. Carfax, obviously branded title. That's from the theft. I will show you that momentarily. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of service in Missouri, Kansas City area, obviously, like I said. And then January 6, 2015, stolen. Total loss, which is due to theft. Obviously, it has many reasons. An insurance company, in this case, they paid a big check to somebody who lost this truck or had it stolen. And then it was recovered on April 18th. So that's that. It was, there's a Missouri title, Federated Insurance, and they gave it to us, and we got a Wheel Kinetics title, and that's what that looks like. All right? All this stuff will go in the glove box, okay? And let's get in here, do a little driving. It's kind of windy, and we got some rain pouring in here, I think, pretty soon. See all that going on? We're past our rain totals for the year already, so we're gonna get some more, and it's gonna get cold. All right, first thing, radio.
6 years.
Works fine, 6-disc changer, radio works, cup holder. Like I said, it needs a trailer brake control module, which is pretty much par for the course. There's tow on and off. You have tilt wheel here, cruise here. Let's see, let me put it in neutral. Let's go to 4 low. And we're in 4 low. And we're in drive. And we're in reverse now in 4 low. And now we're going to go to 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. and drive. And that's reverse and 4 high. Perfect. All right, neutral. Let's go to 2-wheel. Let's go for a ride. All right. If you're going to come to Tucson to drive it home, obviously you need, oh, you know what I need to do? I need to turn the air. There you go. Yeah, that's blowing nice. Anyway, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, and it's blowing cold, you're going to need plates and insurance. You can get neither on a salvage title, which it has now. So in order to get plates and insurance, we have to take it to the cops here in Tucson, get what's called a level 3 inspection. We charge $200 to do that before you get here or before it ships out. If you want us to do it, if you're shipping, which most people do also. So $200 to restore the title. That's mandatory, especially if you're going to drive it. Then you have a $250 dock fee, and you have taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 4, you'll pay 6. If it's 5, you'll pay 7. Just add 2% to your state tax rate, and you'll know what you're paying. Okay? Then $250 dock fee and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're obligated to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Nothing else. No other dock fee or restore fee, unless you want us to restore it. If you want us to restore the title before it ships out, add $200 to the money that you wire, and we'll get that done for you. Once we receive the wire, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address, and notarize it, sign it off. We'll scan it in your online file. We'll even scan in the envelope that we mail it in. So you'll be able to see it all before it even mails out. Once you receive the title in the mail and you get your truck shipped to you with whoever you arrange to have it shipped, you just take it down to your motor vehicle and pay whatever you pay them. That's if you choose to ship, okay? Deposit. Deposit is $500. Once we receive a deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. So please make sure you get your deposit in. I think we maybe had 2 in 10 years. Regular cab, single rear wheel, 1-ton diesel. I think this is like maybe the second or third ever. So I think that this thing's going to get a lot of attention, like a lot. So make sure you get that deposit in, okay? Last thing I'm going to talk about is obvious. It's warranty. It's way out of warranty by years, miles. The people who built this truck gave it X amount of miles and X amount of years, and it's way past both of those. If they could have given it a longer warranty, they would have. Okay? They didn't, because they didn't know what was going to happen. If they don't know when they built it, there's little chance that we know more than them, right? So please remember that there's risk involved in buying this vehicle, any vehicle from us. Okay? If you don't like risk, if you don't like the possibility that, hey, you know, one of the things we didn't replace was injectors. We didn't put injectors in the car. You know, it could need an injector. It's very possible it'll need an injector, you know, at some point. You know, it could be 5 years from now, or it could be, you know, 5 days from now. I don't know. Okay? So there's risk involved. If you want a sure thing, then you've got to go and buy a brand new truck. Okay? If it gets to you and, you know, a week after it gets to you, it needs an injector, then it needs an injector. Go get one. I know one thing, it doesn't need a motor, and it's not going to need a motor. Unless you put a hole in the oil pan with a big rock, it's never going to need a motor. Right? Now, like I said, it could need an injector, it could need an air conditioning compressor someday, like next week or next year. It could need a window motor. Who knows? All right? But if you're worried about stuff like that, then go buy a brand new one. You can buy a brand new one of these, a regular cab, for about $50,000. And you'll have bumper to bumper for 3 years and 36, and you won't have to stress until that's up. And then when that's up, you'll still owe 40, and you can start stressing on a $40,000 debt instead of whatever you owe on this one. Okay. Anyway, that's the bottom line on this. We just want people to make sure that they enter these things wide open eyes, not dreaming and thinking that this is going to be a perfect truck, because it's not. Okay. Anyway, runs great, drives great, shifts great, air's working, everything's going, and it has a lot of money in the motor. All right. Thank you for your time.